Now, I don't watch a lot of TV, but recently a commercial that's on has caught my attention. Have you seen or heard about the new Gillette commercial that's out? It's causing quite a stir.
Backlash to the backlash, and we all talked about this ad earlier in the week when it first came out. But now the controversy
have you seen this
growing.
Gillette commercial? You know Gillette that makes
Gillette is under fire today for an ad that's sparking a lot of debate. The ad addresses issues like toxic masculinity, sexual harassment, and the Me Too movement.
Some people love it, some people not so much. In spite of what you think, I believe it gives us a great chance to have conversation and to think. And to ask ourselves, what are we passing on to our kids and the generation that's coming up behind them? When I was a kid, I was taught the golden rule, to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I try to live by that. I try to pass that on to my children. So it begs the question, how do you want to be treated? Well, how do you want to be treated? For me, I want to be loved. And you need a good definition for love. Do you have a good definition for love? I was taught in the good book that love has a very specific definition. The kind of love that I'm after, love that is patient, and love that is kind, love that doesn't let jealousy or envy stay in its mind, love that is confidently humble, not selfish or rude, keeps its cool when it's angry, doesn't give you attitude, love that doesn't fly off the handle when things don't go right, love that is completely aware of evil and in it takes no delight. Love that's forgiving, grace pouring, no record of wrong storing. Love that lives for the truth, hates lies and injustice, always protects, always hopes, knows how important trust is. Love that keeps going with no looking back. That's the kind of love that'll put the world back on track. That's the message I want to pass on to my boys. A message of love to drown out the noise. A definition of manly that is far from soft, that will require us daily, though, to count the cost, to examine traditions, philosophies, thoughts, and choose to chase this love with all that we got. See, I don't think that commercial was attacking masculinity. I think it was attacking bad behavior. We've seen the reactions of people who have been hurt by that kind of behavior. We understand that it's inside not just men, but all of us. There's a Cherokee proverb that talks about two wolves, one good, one evil, and inside of us all, they're fighting one another, begging for our attention, screaming that we would act out of them. And when the storyteller was asked, well, which one wins? The answer was simple, whichever one you feed. Which one are you feeding? How are your reactions to people that are different than you, that dress differently, that choose differently, that love differently, that have different philosophies and traditions of their own that you don't agree with? The way that we interact in the world will tell you which one you are feeding. So the question that we got to ask each other is, what kind of philosophies and traditions do we want to pass on? Can you imagine if the world lived out of this kind of definition of love? If we chose to engage one another, not just our children or our spouses, but the people that irritate us, that annoy us, that make it hard to love, if we chose any way to love that way, how different the world would be? I would love to hear your reactions to this video. In the comment section below, please tell me your thoughts to the video. Let's have an open conversation. Let's not throw insults at one another, but let's seek to understand before we respond. And let's ask ourselves, what's our part in standing up against the evil in the world, to protect and to love? See you next time.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual
Toxic
harassment.
masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool, not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men,
and small.
I am strong.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men